Hi, thank you very much for clicking on. Happy June 1st as well. So this is going to be just like an energy read for June 2024. Even though it is the first day, it could resonate right now for some people, but the most important messages will show up. I'm going to use my daily vibes cards and I'm going to ask about the overall energy for you guys. I done started this read like a couple of times, y'all. The level up card was showing up. I was getting like something in regards to like paranormal activity for some people, but it's almost like it could be already currently happening for some people, but leading up into like, a couple of months, because like a spiritual upgrade, it could be like, in regards to like your spiritual gifts is happening. So there could be some people's confirmation, because you know how sometimes you don't know what's going on, but you can tell something's going on. Okay, give me some what's the overall energy for the collective for June 2024? What's the overall energy for the collective for June 2024? Okay, so good news showing up here, y'all. I'm gonna get another card because I feel like this card had showed up the last time I used these cards. And I know listen, if the good news card came out, that means some good news showing up. Okay, so good news. I'm gonna get another card out. What's the overall energy for the collective for June 2024? Oh, I had actually saw something too. Now this, I don't know who could be needing to hear this, but something in regards to like a miracle. I don't know what it could be for some people, but I feel like it's like a miracle. It's like knowing that miracles are en route. It's like, even though, people talk about miracles, it's like, you could be wanting to receive a miracle, right? But sometimes we feel like it's not happening, but it's like a miracle is en route. And I actually saw this like 2 days ago, which was completely random because I never saw this like on a car before, but it was like on a car and it said something about like miracles. Basically it was saying something about like miracles being seen. So yeah, I was like, wow. But I'm gonna get another card out. Give me what's the overall energy for the collective for June 2024? Okay, so light bulb is coming out here, y'all. This could be in regards to like enlightenment, clarity, with this light bulb card showing up. And I feel like it's in regards to a new start. For a lot of people, it's like you're going to be getting a new start, but there's some good news that's coming in. This could be something very formal as well. It's like you could be reading something, or you could receive some type of like, could be like an email or whatever the case is. Either way, this good news or some type of information that's coming towards you is bringing in some type of clarity, insight. It's like you becoming enlightened about your situation or what's going on. So I'm gonna actually clarify. And one of the reasons I had to discard it, y'all, because I'm gonna have to start taking that card out when I don't feel like reading into that energy. But I was asking about the overall energy for the collective for June 2024, and the card haterade was showing up, and then my card approved was showing up at the bottom. So for a lot of people, it's like you could be getting approved for something, but basically it was showing where it's like you are approved. It's like you could be somebody who's certified, like you're legit or whatever, but for whatever reason there's like some haterade surrounding that. It could be like in your work field, because that was showing up too. And I feel like spirit was being kind of messy too, like since this is like a reading that I'm going to be posting like on YouTube or whatever. I feel like spirit was kind of being messy a little bit, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to discard this video, because that's what it was showing. It's like people hating on other people's like spiritual gifts or something. It's like projecting negative energy onto them, because it's like they vibrating, in their lower, in the lower realms, I guess you could say. It's like they thrive there. So it's like when you show up, it's like the way it was coming out too is like, for a lot of people, it's like you are ascending, right? So it's like you're vibrating at a higher frequency than other people in your environment. So it's like, of course, it's going to cause some type of like tension, or it's like it's basically like weird vibe. So that could be confirmation for a lot of people, like seriously. Because even for me too, that's why I was like, I ain't even gonna post that, because I'm not about to feed into that energy. Also too, it's like people who like to feed into fear or like to project fear onto you. Give me some insight on good news for the collective, please. And this is like it was showing too where it was like seen and unseen forces as well, because I started thinking about it was an ancestor prayer that somebody had gave me. I haven't said it in a while, but it randomly popped in my head like when I was talking, like as I was doing the video. But basically part of the prayer, and I'm not gonna share it on here because like it's not mine, like somebody gave it to me. But part of it is like basically calling on your ancestors of the light, right? That's known and unknown, because you know how some ancestors we don't know of, like we may not know their name, but it's like calling on the ancestors of light, known and unknown. But some things are seen and unseen as well. Give me some insight on good news for the collective, please. But there's a need to not fear of like what you can't see, especially if you feel like because I was seeing where it's like a lot of gossip too, which is super petty. It's like that's very low vibrational, but a lot of gossip, and it's like evil eye type of energy. It's like pretty much like people that just are operating in the lower, they're like this lower energy, because it's like you are ascending, y'all. It's like you gotta, the way it was showing up is like high up, like you're high up. And not saying it's like you better than nobody, but energetically it's like that's how it was looking. It's like you up here, they're down here. And even though you may not walk around thinking you better than nobody, they see, like for some people it's like, you know, that energy is like they looking up at you. So it could be like some form of like inspiration or whatever. It's like people who really are inspired by you, but they choose to just like project negative energy onto you. Give me some insight on good news for, and this could be like in a workspace, heavy on like social media platforms too. Like it'd be crazy. Give me some insight on good news for the collective. Why is it showing up for them? So wow, the devil card coming out here. I'm gonna see what else shows up here before I read into that, because I feel like I already mentioned that. Give me some insight on good news for the collective, please. Yeah, it could be in regards to like negative influences, y'all, especially when it comes towards like the spiritual community. The Ace of Swords coming out. Yeah, this stuff is being cleared out, like seriously. And I want to mention this too, because I never shared this on this channel, but I had shared it on my other my Cancer channel like a couple of months ago. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but I saw, like, basically I was in this house and it was a bunch of witches. Some of them I could see their face, some of them I couldn't. But it's the witches that be using like these like love potions. Like they like to use perfumes on these masculine energies, because that's exactly what I heard. And it was like very disturbing too, like how they was saying it. Like basically they was like, it was a situation in a bathroom, and I guess the witch was in the bathroom, or whoever this is that be doing this. But it was like, yeah, something about him smelling the PUSSY, because it's like the perfume that they made or something. Like they put some type of spell on it. So it's like the ones that like to do that, it's like in regards to like manipulation, especially when it comes towards like the masculine energies or whatever, or like, you know, male figures, I don't know, that they like to do that on. And it's not good intentions, those type of witches. But also it was like a whole group of witches. I'm talking about like a whole bunch, y'all. They were outside being lined up, like it was a whole event, and they was being thrown, like they jumped into a pit. And some of them look so old, like I can't even describe how they was looking, but it's almost like they didn't even look human. You could tell they've been doing this for a long time, but they was being thrown, or it's like they fell into a pit. I'm talking about like one by one. And I remember seeing one of them, like their tongue was like so long, it just looked very evil, like very sinister, like, but it's like they were like, whatever they had going on was being denounced, like seriously. I mean, it was like the house being cleared out. The way it was showing up is like a house, but the last scene that I saw, like what I was shown, was like them outside, and it's like they were being thrown, or it's like they fell into a big giant pit. And I'm talking about one by one, like it was like a whole type of event, like seriously. But the whole house got cleared out, everything denounced, whatever they had going on. So that stuff is being cleared out, like seriously. So there's some good news surrounding that. And I feel like that's if you are, you know, if somebody is doing that type of thing to you or whatever, that stuff is being cleared out. But either way, it's like, you know, divine protection surrounding whatever it is that you got going on. But specifically, that was like in regards to some type of love situation, because it was like I don't know, it was a lot going on, but whatever they got going on, it was denounced, and they fell into a whole pit. They gone. Give me some insight on good news for the collective, please. Give me some insight on good news for the collective. It's pretty much like the ones that don't want to see anything good happening for people. So they like to do, you know, what it is that they like to do, their practices. Especially if you feel like you have not received some type of good news like in a minute. It's like you could be long overdue for some good news, but there's some type of clarity or insight in regards to possibly like spell work that was done or being done. Because with the Ace of Swords coming out, this is like divine truth. Okay, things being cleared out. Give me some insights on this good news energy for the collective. And I'm using the wrong cards, y'all. I'm sitting here shuffling. Yeah, level up is coming out. Level up is showing up here, y'all. So it's some good news surrounding you leveling up. And look, the haterade card did want to make an appearance, but that was showing up in the read I was trying to do. Like that was the energy. I was asking about the overall energy for June 2024, and the haterade card came out. So it's like ain't nobody stopping nothing, you still leveling up. But I feel like too, something in regards to like electrical stuff could be significant too, because you know how like when people like to do certain type of spell work or whatever, and you find that certain, I don't know, like electronics and stuff could be like something about it going on. It's almost like that's what's going on with this level up card, because that's the energy I was channeling too. Because what this card had showed up in one of the videos I was trying to do or whatever, but I had deleted it. And I was talking about how this morning I had thought about, you know how like you got the option of taking the elevator or the stairs, but I chose to take the stairs because like, you know how certain places, like this is just how I am, if it don't look like new and like updated, I'm not going to be taking the elevator. Like if it look a little janky or whatever, I'm not taking the elevator. I will take the stairs. I don't care. But in this case, something, it's almost like electrical wire. It's almost like something been going on with the elevator. The elevator is like in it's like under construction. It's like something's been going on with this elevator, but it will be fixed. Whatever type of issues that could be allowing you to level up, it will be fixed. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but that's the energy I was getting with that. Like if you've been dealing with a lot of malfunctions, or it's like stuff just been like kind of weird a little bit, but specifically in regards to like electronics and malfunctions or something of that sort. Even like electrical wiring stuff could be significant too. I have not been experiencing that though, FYI. But I'm just saying, just in general. Give me some insight on good news here for the collective. Yeah, so there's some good news surrounding a new beginning, a new start, y'all. with the Fool card coming out, let me get some more insight on this. Give me some insight on level up for the collective. I'm gonna get one more card, y'all, and I'm gonna go. Give me some insight on level up. Give me some insight on level up here for the collective. There could be some type of offer or invite, a gesture coming in with this Knight of Cups, but it looks like you guys are leveling up. You're like, you could be expecting some form of like an invitation, an invite, but it looks like it's surrounding possibly like a partnership. New friendships could be very significant too. But either way, it's like you're leveling up, but it's like making these choices and decisions about, because even when it comes towards your work too, it's like if you are successful, you know, surrounding what you do for work or career, it's like you got your own thing going on. Of course, you're going to be like very selective about who it is that you involve yourself with, whether it be like a friendship or a relationship. So yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. Because for some people, you could have been in some type of unhealthy attachment too with the Devil card coming out. It's like this energy was like bringing you down. See that very low, it's like people operating in their lower self, not their higher self. It's like being having to deal with like people who have a hard time fighting off like temptation, addictions, that type of energy. It's like the devil is their god. And I was actually watching something too, because you know when people be saying they be praying, it's like you got to see who they be praying to, especially when they are like when they are connected to certain people too, because they'll say and somebody had actually slipped up and said they was praying to the devil, and they kind of like tried to reword it or whatever. But yeah, it's like you got to really check in, even when it comes towards like the person's spiritual beliefs and what they got going on too. It's like, who is their God? You could be wanting to ask you could be wanting to ask like, who's your God? Like, who do you believe in? Just so I can know, because you might be trying to do something to me. But yeah, there's some good news surrounding that, like connections, like leveling up, a lot of clarity and insight. It's like things being for some people, I feel like it's more so in regards to like enlightenment too. It's like you want to be connected to people who enlighten you, not like, you know, leave you in the dark. It's like a lot of confusion. It's like you don't even know. It's like you don't know if you coming or going or whatever. That energy be real weird. So that's what's showing up here for this read, y'all. But thank you very much for watching.